first down. Marco Sincar again. Glenn Jackson over there providing the coverage. 13-yard gain.
Two very key catches in this drive by Marco Sincar. He came in tonight's ball game with only 20 catches on the year, but all of a sudden he's a major factor here in the third quarter. He's got 3 receptions so far tonight.
And 2 of them in this drive. He came down and looked like he was out of bounds, but he was being driven out by the defender. So it goes as a completed catch. Here's Chris Skinner up the middle. From the 22-yard line where the line of scrimmage was, he gets to near the 20 for a pickup of a couple.
Dale, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about that. My understanding of the rule is the official judges where you would have landed had you not been driven. Is that correct?
Yep. But he's pushed just as he makes the catch, and there's no doubt the defender took him out of bounds. Kevin Konar making that last tackle for the Lions, and it's 2nd down and 8 from the 20-yard line. Pressure up the middle. James Parker has his 2nd sack of the ball game. But it ain't easy.
Just a tremendous effort by Parker. First of all, he goes inside of Milson Jones. He's right here. Watch Milson Jones. Parker comes this way and makes a quick inside move on him. Watch him. Just a tremendous effort. No, I'm wrong. It was Rudy Phillips that he went in the inside of. But just a great effort of continuing the pursuit. And he brings Dunnigan down once again. What a great effort.
So that'll bring on the field goal unit. Tom Dixon will try a 35-yarder out of the hold by Matt Dunnigan. Kick is up. It is good. And the Eskimos now have a 4-point lead over the Lions here in the third quarter. Edmonton 14, BC 10. And we have 5:14 remaining to play in the third. We'll be right back.
For all those performance cars that want to keep performing even in wet, sloppy weather, Goodyear introduces the Eagle GT Plus 4. High performance and all-weather performance in one remarkable tire. The Eagle GT Plus 4. The performance won't be canceled by the weather. You either have Goodyear Eagles or you need them.
Nobody in hockey knows the right place to be like Wayne Gretzky. Take right now. He knows the place to be is at Gillette's Superstar Sweepstakes Display. Enter and you could win a Nissan 300 ZX. Why, that's enough to get anyone running to their nearest store. In all, 5 Nissan Turbos are being given away. That's 5 chances to win. So get going. Get details where Gillette products are sold. It's the place to be, unless you've got a game.
Enter while you can.
Matt Dunnigan and the Eskimos in front of the BC Lions by 4 points here in the third quarter. Tom Dixon has just connected on a field goal. So the BC Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Lion offense unable to move the ball to any great extent against the Eskimo defense again here tonight, but the Lion defense has scored a touchdown. DeWalt, far sideline. Merv Fernandez. 1st down for the Lions. He steps out at the 47.5-yard line. Working against Jeff George, number 29, a pickup of 12.
13 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 48.
And it doesn't appear that the rain has let up at all since the game started. 1st down, BC. DeWalt, intercepted by Stu Hill. DeWalt is the only man that could catch him, and he can't. Touchdown, Edmonton.
Now, do you think Stuart Hill likes playing against the BC Lions? He has had a tremendous season, but nothing like his performances against the BC Lions. He just seems to be everywhere. Last week it was knocking down Roy DeWalt's passes. This time, DeWalt puts it right in his hands. He makes the grab and returns it 45 yards for the biggest score possibly in this ball game. This is going to move the Eskimos more than a touchdown and a field goal ahead if Dixon's successful here. And
Dixon converts it. So now it is an 11-point lead for the Eskimos. Remember, in the first half, the Eskimos had a 10-0 lead, and the Lions came back to tie at 10 before halftime. Now the Eskimos have opened up an 11-point lead with 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 45-yard interception return for a touchdown. Of course, last week, Greg Harding had an interception return for a touchdown, and that is the first touchdown of Stu Hill's Canadian Football League career.
And the 13th interception of the year against Roy DeWalt, 8 of which have been picked off by the green and gold. Amazing.
So the Lions will have to battle back once more. Tom Dixon to kick off from his own 35-yard line. This one goes out of bounds about the 24, 25-yard line, so they'll have Dixon do it all over again. Stu Hill with 1.5 sacks and 1 interception for a touchdown tonight. And a reminder of the Heart Fund games coming up in your area in October. Games in Calgary, Hamilton, Montreal, Winnipeg in the first week of October, and then on the second weekend, games in Saskatchewan, BC, Toronto, and Ottawa. And of course, if you purchase your game ticket at Tip Top Tailors, half the proceeds will go to the Heart Fund. Dixon from the 30-yard line puts it down the middle this time. Jenkins, 20-yard, 15-yard line on the return. Greg Harding, and then coming in late was Steve Howlett. And the Lions looking for a penalty flag. There is none. 24-yard return for Jenkins.
66-yard kickoff and a 24-yard return.
Another good ball games coming up in the CFL. Tomorrow night is Hamilton and Ottawa, but on Sunday, Winnipeg playing in Toronto, and also Calgary at Saskatchewan. It's a big showdown between the Stampeders and the Rough Riders. Could be the biggest crowd of the season at Taylor Field for that one.
Saskatchewan really needs a victory to stay in touch with the Stampeders for that 4th and possibly last playoff spot.
The handoff to Kevan Jenkins turns it upfield, crosses the 40. Dives to about the 43, 44-yard line where Craig Schaefer meets him. Pick up 5 or 6 yards on first down. Saskatchewan going in against Calgary on Sunday. The Riders at 5-6-1. Calgary at 6-6. And Saskatchewan having the bye next week really cannot afford to lose and fall 3 points behind Calgary. The Stampeders home next Friday night against the Ottawa Rough Riders, a game you'll see here on the CTV network. It will be McMahon Stadium. The give is to Jenkins. Again, he turns it upfield and gets close to first down yardage. Ron Howard was there. Number 28 for the Eskimos, and they needed a measurement.
That was a good cutback by Jenkins because he had to be under control on this field. You can see the situation now in the Western Division of the CFL. It looked like BC was going to run away and hide from everybody early in the year, but the Eskimos can actually go into first place with a 9-3 record if they can hold on here tonight, as opposed to BC's 9-4.
But we do have quite a bit of football left to play here tonight at Commonwealth Stadium. 3:21 remaining in the third quarter. And the Lions can strike quickly. They do trail by 11. Danny Bass will come out of the ball game for at least one play. He was shaken up. It's first down for the Lions. The ball at their own 48. Frank Valkovic and Larry Rucker in there now, along with Craig Schaefer in the linebacking spot. Kevan Jenkins takes the pass from DeWalt, and he crosses midfield and gets to about the Edmonton 53, 52, very close to another first down.
Brought down the play by Craig Schaefer.
You see that tremendous difference in the cumulative score over the year. However, this ball game is by no means out of reach for the BC Lions. They trail by just 11 points.
And they just picked up a first down. And the 10 points the Lions got in the second quarter here tonight, the first time against Edmonton they've scored in the second quarter. Coming into the ball game tonight, the Eskimos had run up a 38-0 hold in the second quarter of the two previous games. First down, BC from the Edmonton 52. DeWalt will go deep, looking for Sandusky. Off his hands at the 15-yard line. Coverage all the way by Greg Harding.
Oh, Harding did an excellent job there because Sandusky tried to slow down and use his body to get in position against Harding, but the newcomer with the Eskimos on that right corner would have nothing to do with it.
You look at that Eskimo secondary, and Ron Howard, number 28, is the only guy who has been healthy and in there from the start of the season. Howard began 1986 playing the right corner, but through injuries to various members of that secondary, Howard, the only guy who's played in all 11 previous games, and DeWalt goes down, blitzing linebacker Danny Bass.
Bass comes in there absolutely untouched. You'll see him lined up. See him right here, and he'll start before the ball is snapped. I believe he goes right through the offensive right guard and right tackle, Leonhard and Mills, but I know that nobody touches him. Watch this. Well, he goes inside of Leonhard. Roper tries to get a piece of him, but does not so much as slow him down, and DeWalt no chance to throw the football.
And a loss of 11, so Pasaglia at a punt from near his own 35-yard line. He'll hang this one high. Henry Williams waiting for it, his own 28. Williams picking his way upfield across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Scott Leckie and others bring him down. 35-yard kick and a return of 16. Wide World of Sports on CTV tomorrow, and more Australian rules football action, plus the Players 500, NASCAR racing, and the Texaco Mile. That's all tomorrow on CTV's Wide World of Sports, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. First down, Eskimos from their own 44. They have a 21-10 lead. Fake by Dunnigan. He slips, goes down at the 35-yard line, pinned there by Larry Crawford. It'll be a loss of about 9 yards. Make it 8. They'll mark it at the 36. Second down and 18.
Crawford get credit for his second sack tonight, but you got to give the turf a little bit of help there.
Eskimos the ball on 36.
That is the 6th quarterback sack for the Lions tonight.
And I believe they had 7 last week, did they not, against Dunnigan?
Once again, the BC defense has been doing its job. Turnovers. Second down on the bunt. Dunnigan. Nobody there. Stefan Jones was the closest Eskimo, and it'll be third down.
That's all right. It was good coverage over there. Dunnigan just threw it away.
Eskimos from their own 36.
So Tom Dixon's back out there for another punt. 39 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sandusky had a good run back in the first half. Got the Lions in position to kick their field goal to finally get on the scoreboard. It's like they need something like that to get them going again. Another good punt by Dixon. 25-yard line. Sandusky takes it. Penalty marker comes down. Somebody was blocked from behind. Sandusky gets out to the 30-yard line. A 49-yard punt and a return of 5. Leo Blanchard making the tackle. Blanchard a little shaken up on the play.
Scott Leckie, I believe 34, will be caught for blocking from the rear. I don't know if you can pick it up in your screen. If you're on the left side of your screen, right there
on Kurt Chapman.
No question, good call by the officials. And that will back the BC Lions up once again.
BC number 34.
15-yard line they'll scrimmage from with just 11 seconds remaining now in this third quarter. They'll have time for just one play, barring another penalty.
Last play, a week ago, or a week from tonight, we'll have our next Friday night football action. The Ottawa Rough Riders and the Calgary Stampeders from McMahon Stadium in Calgary, 9:30 start Eastern time. And of course, that'll be 7:30 at McMahon Stadium. And as you see DeWalt go down once more on the last play of the third quarter, Craig Schaefer gets to the BC Lions quarterback for a loss of about 5 or 6 yards. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Edmonton 21 and BC 10. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Hockey fans could never agree on who had the hardest shot, Bobby Hull or me. Bobby Hull, Eddie. Or who was a better skater, me or Gordie Howe?
It was Gordy, Eddie.
But one thing we can all agree on is Miller Lite.
Because we know light tastes great.
Light tastes less, Billy.
Tastes great.
Tastes less.
Boy, I'm going to keep my nose out of this one.
Light beer from Miller, now available with a convenient twist cap.
Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton with the Eskimos in front of the BC Lions by 11. Dale Isaac, Frank Rigney, and Al McCann and our entire CTV crew. Into the fourth quarter now. The BC Lions looking at 2nd and 16 from their own 10-yard line. DeWalt looking long for Jan Carinci, who has not caught a pass tonight. And it goes incomplete. It'll be third down.
Third quarter stats, you see the Eskimos with 123 yards, moving the ball very effectively. Turnovers, though, really not a lot of them, but very critical in this football game.
Let me correct that. Carinci did make one catch in the first half. But that one was thrown over his head, so it's third down, and Pasaglia to punt from the end zone. Angling it to the far side, away from Henry Williams. He has it at the 54-yard line. Williams dropped it to 53, so the Lions covered the punt very well. Scott Leckie leading the coverage team, 44-yard punt and a return of 1.
Excellent kick, though, by Pasaglia. Not just the yardage, but he kicked it away from the lone receiver down there, Henry Williams, and did not allow him to come back with the football very far. About as good as you can expect kicking from your own goal line. Have them scrimmage at your 53.
First down, Eskimos. Played a minute of the fourth quarter. Dunnigan throws incomplete, trying to go to Rick House, but there's a penalty marker in the offensive backfield. It looked like Rick Klassen, a little bit of a late hit on Matt Dunnigan. Rick House shaken up on the play.
Klassen's had a great football game in terms of putting pressure on Dunnigan.
Major foul. Roughing the passer. BC
That
number
time
9.
he was
First down.
a good 3 yards away when the ball was in the air. So an excellent call by the officials and Ireland and his crew.
Definitely wipes out the great kick by Pasaglia, because that puts the ball now inside the 40-yard line.
You know, last week it was turnovers that killed the Lions, and I think it's safe to say that that has been a big factor again. But look at the penalties. That doesn't really tell the whole story. The penalties have cost them a lot of yardage besides just the penalty yardage.
Rick House making his way now to the Eskimo bench. He has to come all the way across the field.
Rick's had a really good year coming into this ball game with 41 catches and 4 touchdowns on the year. Dunnigan has really spread the ball around quite a bit to all his receivers throughout the year and really not thrown the ball all that much. In a league that is noted for his passing, the Edmonton Eskimos, after tonight, could wind up with the best record and be 7th in the country in throwing the football.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
Number 1 running it, though.
Yeah. Dunnigan has been intercepted once here tonight for a touchdown by Larry Crawford. That's the first interception the Lions have got against Dunnigan this season. First down from the 39. Dunnigan trying to get away from Parker, and what a job by Parker, because he had to run a long way to track down Dunnigan. and throw him for a loss of about 4 or 5 yards.
That's 17 sacks on the year for James Parker. He came in with 14, and he also came in with, I mentioned prior to the ball game, 39 quarterback pressures when you almost get to him. I'll tell you, the guy is just amazing, and what a great year he's having.
Most dominating player in the CFL. He now leads the league in sacks with the 17, moving ahead of Mike Walker and Harold Holman. So it's 2nd down and 14. Dunnigan deep down the middle. Nelson Martin from the safety position moved over and knocked it down. Pass intended for Stephan Jones at the goal line.
You know, Parker comes after those people with such intensity, and he also got really good speed for a man his size. Take a look at this once again. Stephan Jones and actually Keith Gooch, 18, with good defensive coverage, and then getting help from the inside as he should. Nelson Martin, the safety. Dixon will have to kick this ball away from about midfield.
Okay, last week indoors, Dixon averaged 48 yards a punt. Here tonight, terrible weather conditions, been raining throughout the game. He's averaging 49 yards a punt.
Amazing.
Hangs this one high. Will not make the end zone. It forces Sandusky to come out and play it. He'll be stopped shy of the 10-yard line as he lost his footing. There to pin him was Kurt Chapman. 40-yard punt, 6-yard return, 11-point lead for the Eskimos. We'll be right back.
Computer diskettes. Save 28 to 39% on 3 1/2, 5 1/4, and 8-inch diskettes. On sale until October 31st. Better get to Radio Shack quick. Hey, buddy, where's the nearest Radio Shack store? Boy, what an X6.
Talking to the Eskimo bench, they're all wondering about, of course, their teammate James Bell in Vancouver. They know he has a television set. He is out of intensive care in the Shaughnessy Hospital. They know he's watching the game, and they hope that he's enjoying watching what's happening so far.
Ryan Kelly talking with the spotters upstairs. The Eskimos in front, 21 to 10. The Lions pinned back deep in their own zone, 9-yard line. DeWalt down the middle. Fernandez. Did he make the catch? Yes. They really made the catch at the 43-yard line. Pick up at 34 yards as Fernandez made the catch in front of Lou Delorier.
They got 40-some-odd thousand people here at Commonwealth Stadium. Don't think he caught the football. Let's take a look. It was hard to see from our angle up here.
43.
Got his hands underneath it. The official was right there and immediately signaled that he made the catch.
What an excellent catch, and very important to get out of that hole.
From the 43-yard line, DeWalt airs it out again. Sandusky against Harding. Penalty marker. 25-yard
offense.
Who's going to get called here? There was pushing on both sides. It's going to go against Edmonton, I think.
Well, the only one I saw push off was Sandusky, but it does look like it'll be against the Eskimos. Let's watch again.
Edmonton, number 4.
Well, it had to be before our cameras got down there. Let's see it from this angle.
Watch the left arm of Harding. No, didn't look like it there, did it?
Well, I tell you what, there wasn't a lot of interference by either one of them.
No. That goes in favor of the Lions. A huge game. They were at the 9 plays ago. Now they're at the Edmonton 27. DeWalt, far sideline, goes incomplete. Trying to hit John Pancras. 2nd down and 10.
Lions have gone from their own 10-yard line to the Eskimo 28 in just 2 plays.
40-yard penalty, that interference call.
From the Eskimo 27.
Fourth quarter heats up here in Edmonton. The Eskimos in front, 21-10. Now the Lions threatening. 2nd down from the Eskimo 27. DeWalt goes down. Stuart Hill, what a game he is having.
How amazing it is that the job that Hill has done since they moved him to that spot. The Eskimos have got their own James Parker.
2.5 sacks tonight for Stu Hill. He also has an interception return for a touchdown. 12 sacks on the season.
And coming off a week that he was voted the outstanding defensive player in the CFL.
43-yard field goal attempt. It is good by Lou Pasaglia. So now, it is Edmonton 21, BC 13. Don't go away. We have 10:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. Of a big hole, really. They started at their 9-yard line. 34-yard completion to Murph Fernandez and a super catch on that play. Then an interference call against the Eskimos' Greg Harding. Put the ball inside the Edmonton 30-yard line. The defense held, got a sack, and forced Pasaglia to kick a field goal. So it's 21-13 now. The Eskimos leading Edmonton football at the 35-yard line. Sending it into the middle, and it goes incomplete. Chris Skinner had it in his hands, and then he was wrapped up immediately by Kevin Konar. The conditions as they are here tonight, with rain continuing, football players really have to have a grip on the ball or they're just not going to hang on to it at all. Numerous drop passes here tonight. So it's 2nd down and 10 from the 35. Penalty marker down. Dunnigan looking for Sinkar, and at one hop to Sinkar, it goes incomplete, but there is a marker at the line of scrimmage.
I think it was Harold Ballard who jumped offside that time.
Harold Ballard?
Not Harold. All right. Walter Ballard.
Harold loved you anyway for
quite that quick.
Yeah, well, he loved you anyway for mentioning his name.
DC number 77.
Well,
down
Mike
repeated.
Gray anyway. Sorry, Harold. Sorry, Harold, and sorry, Walter. I can't tell the 7s from the 8s anymore. They're so covered with mud and water out there.
2nd down over again. 5 yards to go for the Eskimos at their own 40. Dunnigan rolls outside. Gets across the 45 and has a first down, stepping out at the 46. Glenn Jackson closing in on him. But Dunnigan, with that quickness of his, he got around, I think, Walter Ballard, and outside. Tough to contain that young man.
And he knows exactly where he is on the football field. Watch this. Just over the 45-yard line.
9:18, clock winding down, left to go. Fourth quarter, 8-point lead for the Eskimos. Chris Skinner met at the line of scrimmage. Very little gain, if any, here. And the Lions defense reacting very quickly, led by James Parker, of course, on the play. Eskimos trying to sweep the 3-game series against the BC Lions. They won the opener in July, 36-13. Won again out in Vancouver, 32-3 last week. And they're up by 8. In a much closer ball game tonight here in the fourth quarter. Blitz is on. Dunnigan wrapped up and dropped back at the 35-yard line. Parker had pressure, and then Ballard finished him off. So it'll be punting time for the Eskimos.
Tremendous full blitz by the BC Lions. Once again, bringing Larry Crawford from that defensive half position, but it was first Parker and then Ballard. We have 8.5 minutes remaining in this ball game, and the Lions trail by 8.
Big part of tonight's success for the Eskimos has to rest with Tom Dixon's punting. He has done a terrific job. Sandusky taking this one on the run up the sidelines. They really stepped out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So it's BC's ball after a 37-yard punt and a 10-yard return. The Eskimos in front, 21-13. And we'll be right back.
Madman McKay has lost his head again because he's saying no, and his daughter Kelly can't believe it. No payments and no interest until 1987 with approved credit. Just look. RCA 26-inch color console, $566 with remote, $666. RCA 20-inch color TV with remote, only $444. Sharp portable VCR and camera, just $888. Toshiba 60-watt complete stereo package, $488. Buy now, pay later. You can't beat the Madman. Madman McKay's Stereo and Video Warehouse. Get on over now.
Which came first? Was it the chicken or the egg? Like that age-old question, the debate goes on. Which came first? Was it the quality car or the quality dealer? Honda really does have a simple answer, though. When it's a quality car being sold by a quality dealer, it's you who comes first. Drive a Honda at your BC Honda dealer today.
Bit of a party going on here at Commonwealth Stadium. Cheerleaders up in the stands right now leading the way.
I don't know if throwing rice is the appropriate thing, but they've got the fans rocking here at Commonwealth Stadium. Little good old country boy music.
They're all waterlogged, that's for sure. They've been sitting out in this rain, which hasn't really let up at all. First down for the BC Lions at their own 46-yard line. DeWalt hands off to John Henry White. Puts his head down, gets close to midfield for a gain of 8 or 9 yards. Met by the safety, Lou Delorier. Second down and short, BC.
It's been almost impossible for either team to put together any effective long drive tonight. The Lions pick up about 8.5 on that play.
Good close-up look at the quarterback, DeWalt. Again, he hands off. T-Van Jenkins is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Danny Bass, the middle linebacker, gets there first.
Oh, he's going to be well short of the first down, too. I doubt very seriously if the Lions gamble here.
No, they sent the punting unit in. Injured Eskimo. Delorier, the safety, who came up and made the tackle on the run by John Henry White and then was assisting Danny Bass on that last tackle.
Your Lions, Tom Allen, 54. Laurent Delorier, the injured Eskimo ball player.